Prime Minister. Big plans, good vibes.
Politicians reaching out to young voters with varying degrees of success. The major parties have assembled their savviest digital natives to flood social media with pitches.
Sorry to be breaking into your usual politics-free feed.
But is it all too little, too late?
I'm not sending everyone off to join the army.
It's the most expensive time in UK history to be a uni student.
They don't really care as much about what we have to say.
I really don't want to go to the army. That's like my main fear.
Politicians have TikTok. When did that become a thing?
Okay, Jackson, could you rush in there? Everyone surround them and then you come forward out of everyone. Ready? Go!
At this youth theatre club in Liverpool, they're rehearsing their latest play on AI and climate change. Very meta. Some of them will be heading to the ballot box in just a few weeks, and the pressure to get it right is weighing on them.
You're in like a hallway, trying to escape. There's two doors. One door could lead to something good. The other door could lead to something really bad, but you don't know.
This has been called the boomer election. Do you think that young votes actually matter?
I hope that they do, because I really don't want to go to the army. That's like my main fear. Rishi Sunak said that we were all going to go to the army.
So army is a part of it, but then it's also volunteering, community groups, and it's meant to help young people.
Why make it not voluntary? Why does it have to be you have to go and you have to do this? And especially when people have uni, they have school, they have things on, and they want to also balance jobs.
This can be your first time voting as well?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
There's so much information coming in and it's really weird. Everyone's talking about everything. You turn on the telly and it's on everything. You turn on Instagram, TikTok on your phone, and it's there. Politicians have TikTok. When did that become a thing?
And how do you feel about politicians having TikTok?
No, get off my TikTok.
So why are parties focused more on the so-called boomers, the generation who were born from 1946 to 1964? It's in part because the stats from the 2019 election show less than half of young voters, that's 18 to 24-year-olds, went to the polls, whereas more than 70% of over 65-year-olds cast their ballot. These students from King's School in Macclesfield are getting ready for their A-levels and have taken TikTok off their phones to do so. Dedicated. They're also preparing to vote and tell us, sure, there's apathy among some of their peers, but there's also an appetite for political conversations.
For me, sustainability is really important. I mean, going into a workplace which is completely orientated around climate change and energy and, sustainability, it's really important that I support parties that are orientated around that, I think.
Affordability of university and getting higher qualifications so I can become an active member in society. It's the most expensive time in UK history to be a uni student.
The world we live in now, education is so exclusive, and I think some changes definitely need to be made in the future. Coming from a farming background and a rural background, I know Rishi Sunak met with local farmers the other day, a group of them, and my dad included, and I think we need that because we need to back British farmers.
I feel like it's kind of the politicians don't seem to really take our participation as seriously, because we're kind of entering the political world for the first time with the ability to vote, and it's kind of they don't really care as much about what we have to say.
Gen Z now represent 8 million voters in the UK. That's roughly 15% of the eligible population. So the message from these guys is, ignore us at your peril.